Let's talk about Dano Brown and his cool custom action figures. Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, coming back at you with another dang blam video. Can you believe that? Yes, I'm coming back with another video. While most of you, or at least you in the U.S., are still celebrating the 4th of July with popcorn, tuna, and hot dogs, I'm sitting at home around toys, and talking to you. What are we going to talk about today? Well, we're going to talk about Dano Brown. That's right, Dano Brown. And you're saying, Junkman, who is Dano Brown? Well, I'll tell you who Dano Brown is. He's a toy maker. So it seems like somebody we like to talk about. Now you're asking yourself, Junkman, what is he? Some CEO of some new company that's taking the toy industry by storm, upsetting Hasbro and Mattel, shaking waves? No, he's just a guy at his house that makes custom action figures. And I know what you're thinking. You're saying, so what? A lot of people make custom action figures. Do you need to devote a whole video to them? Well, maybe I don't, but I really like his custom action figures because they're kind of wacky, they're kind of odd, they're not your normal Rebel Star Wars Trooper or Han Stormtrooper, something that everybody's making, and they're really retro. A lot of stuff he does touches from the 80s, but not always the 80s, but they all have that retro kind of look to them, and that's what I love. They kind of look like the retro Funko figures that Funko did. They kind of look like the retro, what they call? Reaction. How to look at them. I got them sitting down there. Reaction figures that Funko and Super 7 does. So let's not waste any more time. And most of all, let's not waste all this empty space over here where I'm going to put pictures of Dano Brown's action figures. Now, I'm going to have to divert my eyes over here. Sorry about that. And let's look and see what we got here. First up, Paperboy. Yeah, you remember Paperboy? He's got an action figure of a Paperboy figure that comes with a bike. Look at that. It has a little basket, it has the papers in it. That's very cool. The Paperboy. Realistic delivery bike included from the hot new video game. I love that. Look, he's got a little yellow hat on backwards and everything. Does really good detail, these figures. I love that one. Let's look at another one that's from a video game series right here. This is a video game I'm sure you all know and love. Dig Dug. Let's take a look at Dig Dug. Look at that. Is Dig Dug. It looks a little tall for Dig Dug, don't he? But it looks okay. I mean, Dig Dug I always thought was a little bit shorter, but he comes with his drill. That's kind of neat. That's kind of cool. Now, let's look at one that I personally would love to have myself. Look at this. Leon the Professional. If you watch my videos, you know I love this movie. I did a movie review on it, but a lot of you didn't even watch it. That's a little plug. Not me complaining that you didn't watch it. But anyway, here's Leon the Professional. Gene Reno. That's his name, Gene Reno. Yeah. I always get him and Janet Reno mixed up because they look so much alike. Anyway, here he is. You know, I made a Matilda action figure back in the 90s. I need to find it and take a picture of it so you can see how horrible it looks. Made it out of a Captain Planet figure. Well, not a figure of Captain Planet, but a figure from the Captain Planet line. Anyway, Leon the Professional. Look at this. I would love to have this one. This is very cool. And Dano Brown, make a Matilda, please. Let's go to the next one. This is one I think you're all love, especially you guys from the 80s. Look at this. Weekend at Bernie's. And he's all beat up and bent up and laying in the box dead. And that's Bernie right there. Bernie Lomax. Never knew Bernie even had a last name. Weekend at Bernie's action figure. I love this. That is so cool. Here's another one here. If you grew up in the 80s, this show scared the heck out of you, but it didn't mean to. Unsolved Mysteries. Robert Stack. Look at him right there in his trench coat and everything. Looks very cool. I love the card art again. The card art is amazing, what I really love. The figures look good too. Let's go to another one. This one's a movie from the 70s, but any Star Wars fan should see it because it's one of George Lucas's best movies. Not talking Star Wars, I'm talking American Graffiti. Look at this right here. Bob Falfa, Harrison Ford's character that is, right here on an action figure card. That would be cool to do more of those. I would love to see him do more of these. Wouldn't it be cool to have American Graffiti toy line? Mel's Diner playset cars, be all cool. Here's another one more for the 90s fans out there, but it takes place in the 70s. A really good one here. Here's Dazed and Confused. Look at this. Is that Matthew McConaughey, you know, a guy that says, all right, or something like that. I only seen the movie one time, but the figure looks good. It looks kind of like the figure's wearing a wig, but his hair kind of looked goofy in the movie anyway. Now let's get it. This might be, this is the 2000s thing. One of the most successful, cheapest horror movies ever made, Blair Witch. Look at this one. He's got the guy from Blair Witch spaced on the wall, and he's got him turned around in the package. Isn't that funny? That is Blair Witch. I like that one. Now let's go back to another video game here. A 2-pack, and this one's really cool. Look at this one here. Punch Out. Do you remember Nintendo's Punch Out? Yes, you do. Everybody remembers it. But of course, if you're like me, you grew up on Mike Tyson's Punch Out before they dropped the Mike Tyson name and took Mike Tyson out of the game. What was the name of him at the end? The Dream Team, the Dream Man, the Dreamer. I can't remember. They replaced Mike Tyson and called him something else. Could you ever beat Mike Tyson? I couldn't even get into him without a code. But, I mean, I couldn't get past the Hippo guy, which I found out years later was pretty easy. But I couldn't. Mike Tyson, when I did get to him, using a code for Nintendo Power, one punch knocked me out. I could never even touch him. I could never even hit him. But anyway, let's look back at this double pack here. It comes with the trainer, which is, whoa, look at that trainer. He is huge. I didn't know he was so fat. And it comes with a little Mac right there, Punch Out. That's pretty cool. And there's somebody holding it wearing a gray shirt. That could be Dano Brown himself. Not sure. Now, I'm a big fan of Norm Macdonald, and one of the best things he did on Saturday Night Live, besides the news, is his Burt Reynolds impression on Jeopardy. And they make an action, and Dano made an action figure of him as Turd Ferguson. I'm sure you all know that skit where he plays Turd Ferguson. Burt Reynolds as Turd Ferguson. Very funny, and look at this. Here, I'm not really impressed by the card. I think he could have done a lot better on that card. Kind of lean in on it. I don't understand the picture he's got on the card, the little picture down there. So I'm not really sure about that one. Now, there's one from the 80s you guys probably love right here. I'd love to see a full line, Dano, if you want to make a full line of these Predator action figures. Look at this. There's Billy right there. No shirt, got a big scar on his chest. Really good 3.75 inch action figure. Great size for an action figure. Well, he got some G.I. Joe legs he made him out of. One great movie here, Cape Fear. Remember that movie, the remake anyway? Cape Fear. No, they're both are great movies, but actually this is one of the rare times where a remake is, hey, just as good as the original, if not better. I love Cape Fear. And here's Candy right here, Max Candy right there. No shirt on, he's got his tattoos and everything. That's pretty cool. I guess this is 80s, isn't it? Isn't this 80s? Know what I mean, Burn? Here he is, Ernest. Ernest Goes to Camp, the action figure. Look at this one right here. I wonder what face he used. I know y'all can't see it as close as I can. It looks like a kind of got a Steve Martin look to him. But there's an Ernest right there. Remember Ernest? Ernest Goes to Camp. Made about 16,000 movies about Ernest doing something. He saved Christmas. He went to jail. He went to camp. He went to space. He went to Guantanamo Bay. He went everywhere. But anyway, there's Ernest. I love this figure right here. I ain't gonna say I'm a big fan of Ernest, but I like it. I like this. Remember, he started off as a TV commercial, and I like them better. Now, here's a classic video game movie from the 80s. Look at this. The Wizard. Remember him? The guy put on the power gloves. The power glove is so bad. And we thought he meant bad, like cool, rad. But no, when we got the power glove, we learned that he meant the power glove sucked. And it did suck. But here he is, the Wizard. You know, me and my son, well, I never really saw parts and pieces of it as a kid. But me and my son watched this and kind of to laugh and goof at it, and it was a lot better than I thought it would be. It's not great, and it's kind of cheesy, but better than I thought. And speaking of video games, remember the Super Mario Brothers cartoon where it was hosted by the two live actors that was introduced to the cartoon, and one of them was Lou Albano, I think that was his name. He was in the Cyndi Lauper video. He was in, I think he did some wrestling, and he had I always have a rubber band in his beard or something. And I don't know who the other guy was, but I see him in things. I think he played maybe he played in some other movies. But anyway, look at this one here. Here he is, the Super Show, the Mario. Come on, you got to make a Luigi. That's pretty cool. But here's that figure set where he made both figures of the two main stars. Check this one out. Dumb and Dumber. He's got both of them. He's got Harold and Lloyd. I think it would have been funny if you put them in the wrong package. He put Lloyd in Harry's bubble. Wouldn't that be kind of funny? I don't know. Maybe not. You know, they're dumb. Maybe they packaged them wrong because they're dumb. Here's another classic one. I think retro. I think Super 7's making these. I'm not sure. Teen Wolf. Michael J. Fox. Now, I know you probably prefer the sequel, Teen Wolf 2, starring Jason Bateman, but I prefer Teen Wolf, the original. Here he is. Here's Scott Howard as Teen Wolf. And you grew up in the 80s, one of the best high school movies of the 80s, bar none. Everybody loves this one. It's great. And hey, Phoebe Cates, right? Why didn't he make a Phoebe Cates one coming out of the pool? Here's Jeff Spicoli. That's right, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. We all know Jeff Spicoli, the pothead guy for Fast Times, played by Sean Penn. Great character, great movie, great figure. That would be a good line to have if you did the whole line of Fast Times. Now let's go back to video games. One of the worst video games ever made to help destroy Atari back during the video crash days. And look at this one. And it's called Landfill 2600 ET. There's an ET right there. And look at it. It's just like, doesn't really look much like a figure, but I like the card on it and everything. The figure here looks more like some kind of ET pin from Atari, but I like it. It's got an 8-bit look to it. Now, I'm not a big Adam Sandler movie fan. Shut up! I'm trying to do video, get email. Anyway, I'm not a huge Adam Sandler fan. I like his early stuff. Waterboy's okay, but for me, it's Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore. So let's look at the Billy Madison. Now, this one isn't Adam Sandler. This is Steve Buscemi. As I don't know his name in the movie, he puts lipstick on. I remember that, but check it out. The figure looks really funny. Does it have lipstick on it? Yes, it has lipstick on the action figure. Now here's one from the 80s. I just put this one on here because I'm surprised this guy remembered this movie. Or anybody else remember this movie here? Just one of the guys. It starred this girl that cut her hair short and she wanted to be one of the guys and hang out with the guys. It's a pretty goofy 80s movie. It's classic 80s though. I mean, if you're going to watch teen movies of the 80s, you got to watch just one of the guys. How they didn't know it was a girl all the time, I'm not sure. But they did a lot of those movies where people pretend to be somebody else. They had that one with C. Thomas Howell where he put on blackface to act like a black guy to get free college or something. And then there was a lot of them other ones where they would have a girl dress up like a boy. Let's see what else. And here's another video game one right here. Duck Hunt. Now this is a pretty cool one here. And you get a bird with it, you get the dog with it, and you get the hunter. And if you look really close on the figure, I don't know if you can see it over there. Not I'll put a bigger picture up, but he's actually holding a gun that looks like the Nintendo gun that was released, the laser light gun. Now, one of the funniest movies in the 80s, but I haven't seen it in years. I don't know if it holds up. I hope it does. I never hardly see it, but growing up, this was the funniest thing to me. At least the first half of the movie was great. The Jerk with Steve Martin. Look at this. Is that the same face he used for Ernest? Can't tell. But I love this, The Jerk. I would love to have the Jerk figure. That one looks really cool. Really like that one. He's got his gas station outfit on. That's probably the funniest scene in the movie when he's working at the gas station. He hates those cans. Everybody remembers that. But let's look at this last one right here. Check this one out. Casino. And I don't know. Is that Joe Pesci? Ace? Sam Ace? I have only seen the movie once, so I can't remember. Ace. Is that Joe Pesci? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, Casino. That'd be a cool one. I'd like to see the Sharon Stone one and stuff. But anyway, Dano Brown. Custom figures. He sells them on eBay. He's got an Instagram page. He's got Twitter, but he doesn't seem to use it much. I'm going to link to his Instagram page at the bottom of the description. That way you can check out his Instagram page, some pictures of other figures he's made. He's made a lot of them. I just scratched the surface here, and he's got a lot of really cool ones. And he sells some on eBay, I believe. I hadn't checked it out, but I know on Instagram he's got a link to his eBay page. So check that out. Looks very cool. And Dano, if you're watching this, I didn't ask for permission for these pictures because I just wanted to make the video real quick. So I hope it's okay, being that I gave you credit for it, and I'm not acting like I made these. So please don't be a Brad. What if Brad bought one of these on eBay, took a picture of it, and now they're saying they're his pictures? Oh, I hate Brad. Excuse me, Brad's a great guy. I love Brad. A lot of people probably don't even know what I'm talking about. But if you watch my videos, you know about Brad, Dick, Brandon, whatever his goofy name is. Anyway, I want to thank you for watching. In the comment section below, let me know what you think about these figures. Which one would you like to see Dano Brown make? Which one would you like to have? And as always, please subscribe to the channel, hit thumbs up so I know you like my content, and most of all, blah, 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 blah. You heard all this before. And support the channel by going to patreon.com. Links in the description up there. Or head over to Junkman.com and buy a cool t-shirt like this Space Giant shirt that I seem to be wearing every day when I make a video. That or my Kenner shirt. I need some new clothes. Thank you for watching. We'll be back very soon. Fred, take us out of here.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.